How's morale, Joe?
Morale's good. Happy that a long week of golf is in the books, and obviously with your boy Brooks, now we all know who he's dating, especially me. That's exciting. I wasn't up on that information. I got handed a card by a buddy who was phenomenal all week, and it had old info on it, and we got it right before we got off the air. But that's not the world we live in these days. You have to do the apology tour for getting the week-old girlfriend wrong.
All right.
Sorry, world.
This is what it sounded like yesterday as Brooks Koepka wins the U.S. Open. Here's Joe Buck with the call.
His girlfriend, Becky Edwards, All-American soccer player at Florida State, pro soccer player.
Joe, that's actually his new girlfriend. That's Jena Sims. They were all staying together this week.
What goes through your mind once you're hearing that, Joe, that's not his girlfriend. It's his new girlfriend.
Well, what Brad didn't hear is I said he dated his girlfriend was that was all missed.
Oh, so the tense was off.
It's kind of one of those. I've done way worse than this. That's the funny thing. But it was before the age of Twitter and kind of clickbait stuff when I asked Tony Womack at the end of a division series game when he was hugging a woman down on the field, and I was interviewing him from the booth, who, truth be told, I couldn't really see, but we had just been talking about how he lost his dad on Father's Day that year, and he's hugging this woman, and I said, hey, Tony, I can't imagine how that feels. Who you hugging down there? Is that your mom? And then the needle came off the record, and he goes, no, that's my wife.
Oh, no.
And you talk about feeling bad. I mean, this is the week-old girlfriend. I think the world will continue to spin, but when I just confuse somebody's wife for the guy's mother, that I actually sent her flowers and went down and apologized, and he was great about it, and so was she. But yeah, that to me is way worse than anything that happened yesterday. And the best part of it was that, I thought for us at Fox we had a really fun, good event that we're showing that we can do golf and do it well despite the whole Wags segment at the end.
Did you talk to Koepka and his new girlfriend about what you said?
No, I got the hell out of Wisconsin. Scorched earth. I just put the pedal down and went, see ya, and on I went. But you've been there. I mean, we've all been there. It's and it's live TV. The funny thing is, and I guess again, it's kind of a show of the world we live in. But that was at the end of I'm personally doing 7.5 hours of live TV a day, and there are going to be mistakes all over the place. I mean, that's just the nature. If you're not making mistakes, now this is in a different category, then you're boring. You're not trying things. You're not trying to do stuff. So, yeah, that's just whatever. It's not a huge deal, and I will reach out to Brooks. I mean, the only person I feel bad for in the whole situation is his ex-girlfriend.
She didn't even get the moment.
I still don't know her name. I don't know her name. I don't know the name of the current girlfriend, the week-old girlfriend, and I probably won't know going forward. But good for him. And I think the look-alike is Brady Quinn, by the way. Don't you think he looks like Brady Quinn?
Doesn't have the same guns, but yeah, I could see that.
But there's some jealousy thing because my wife and my daughter were there yesterday, it being Father's Day, and my wife at the end of Saturday is like, I really like that Brooks Koepka. I'm like, oh, okay, Michelle. Why you like your short game? You like the way he puts? Is that? You like the way he hits the ball off the TV, or is it? Okay, the arms. Is that what it is? The arms and the good looks. Yeah, thanks.
The not doing a lot of golf and then doing golf, I know you do a variety of things, but the cadence to golf as opposed to baseball or football, how big a difference?
Huge. I mean, if you're doing a football game or a baseball game, I'm sitting in the best seat in the house. And if you're doing a golf event, like in the case of Erin Hills, you got 650-plus acres. And my back is to the one sliver of the 18th hole that I could potentially turn around and look at, which I did maybe 3 times in the entire week. And so you're basically doing it off TV. I'm not out at the 4th hole watching Brandt Snedeker putt for birdie. So when we go there, I have to get the information in my ear. Okay, next up is Brandt Snedeker. He's at the 4th hole putting for birdie. And if that information's wrong, then I'm the one that made the mistake. And then that is the unnerving part. And thankfully we have a great producer. And, you know, as I said before, the guy who handed me that card about Brooks's girlfriend, I don't know anybody's girlfriend hardly at all, and she's brand new. They're giving me unbelievable information. So I'm not about to complain or cry about it. I stole all their stuff all week. But, yeah, it's unnerving because if I'm going to make a mistake, then I like it to be my mistake, not the girlfriend thing. But if we are going to 8 and it's Brandt Snedeker for putting for birdie, then that's great if it is. But if it isn't, then I just said, you know, we're at the wrong hole, and you know, that's not really something that came out of my mind. And that's, in this day and age, I know the consequences, and I know the spotlight. And maybe I know it more than some of the other guys I work with, because when you do the NFL and you do a Super Bowl and you're on for 120 million people, or a Cubs in a World Series, you can't make mistakes. And that I would love the mistake to be mine, and then I would own it a little better, you know, in the case of the actual golf. Again, not the girlfriend thing.
Do you read Twitter during your broadcast?
I don't read Twitter, period.
Did you?
You know, I really don't. I mean, if somebody, I will tweet things like there was this great piece that MLB Network did about my dad and John O'Leary, which I recommend to anybody feeling down about themselves today, about what can happen in this world and how somebody can bounce back from a tragedy and near death and make the most of an unbelievable life. That's worth searching. But as far as, you know, reading people's reaction to something I say, if I did that, and I used to do that years ago, you find that it almost stops you in your tracks from having any personality, having any fun, because if you do anything, you know, you're a funny guy. And if you're doing something funny, comedy is so subjective, or people are going to take it a different way or whatever. It takes the personality out of everybody. And that's, at least in my opinion, if you're worried about the Twitter reaction. Now, I know you have to live in that world a little bit. I don't. And I let it kind of come and go. So whatever anybody's saying about me, or you suck, or you can't do golf, or good thing you had a famous dad, or any of that stuff. I mean, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I can't worry about that. So
you got my guy Paulie's texts or tweets, then. That's what he said. You sent a couple of those during the broadcast, didn't you, Paul?
They're anonymous.
Yeah, I know how you guys roll over
there. Hey, you're a good sport. We appreciate you calling in, and glad you had some fun.
Yeah, you know what? Not to be corny about it, but golf is finally fun for us and for me personally at Fox. And it wasn't the first year plus, because it was hard work, and it's hard to figure out how to do it. But, you know, now it's fun, and that's a good feeling, and I'm proud of what we did all week.
What size are you? You were the Johnny O moment of the week, the Johnny O clothes. That I
know. He texted me, and I was actually wearing Johnny O pants when I said it. So I guess it's fitting.
Oh, okay. Well, then, good. It sort of, there was some kind of chemistry, synchronicity there with you with the Johnny O outfit on. But congrats for being the first person to win Johnny O Moment of the Week and call in the Johnny O Moment of the Week.
Yeah. I mean, I love their stuff, and I love Johnny. I like his brother better, but I like Johnny. So good.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, DP.
That's Joe Buck, Fox Sports.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.